Why spiritual traditions emphasize peace? Foundation of all spiritual traditions, inner peace, place inner harmony at their core. Peace opens the doors to wisdom, compassion, and clarity. People who don't get it, people who never understand, that's because they don't got no peace. I'm just being honest. People who don't ever understand, they don't get it, they don't know what time it is in the world, you know, that's because they don't have peace on the inside. It's only chaos. But peace opens doors to wisdom, right? Why? Because peace will teach you, be quiet, listen. Compassion. Anybody can say they're compassionate out of their mouth, but there's a certain level of compassion you need to have. And peace also brings clarity. And anybody who's in a peaceful environment, no, you're never more open psychically or energetically when you're at peace. You're just clear. And that's a beautiful feeling to have. Protection. Disturbances blocks spiritual growth and profound insight, right? So if you're constantly having these disturbances in your life, right? I call it survival mode. You're constantly living in survival mode and you're constantly having disturbances because you're inviting these things in a lot of times. And these will be disturbances that's on the inside of you or disturbances on the outside of you. If you're constantly having these disturbances, family, it's because you don't have enough peace, right? You need to learn how to be peaceful. And we're going to get deeper into what peace is. This is very important that you guys understand this because this is going to help you build your spiritual vessel. You got to have a moment where you just have peace in your life, right? Very important. Why Buddhist wisdom cultivating inner stillness? Buddhist wisdom cultivating inner stillness. Meditation, regular practices still the mind from turbulent waters, right? Mindfulness and non-attachment. Letting go of desires and expectations eases suffering. How many people have heard this saying, expectation is the cause of all suffering? Expectations is the cause of all suffering, right? Or they'll say, wanting things, constantly wanting makes you suffer. Sometimes you have to be at peace. You have to learn how to just be at peace, family. Protect your energy. A person is what their deep desire is. Think about that. What a person really is what their deep desires are. What you desire more than anything is what you really are. You guys need to think about that. I'm going to say it again. What you desire more than anything is what you really are. You can change your desires. You can truly change your desires. Hindu wisdom recognizes that our energy fields are, I can't see it, it's too far away, permeable, other emotions and intentions, let me blow my screen up a little bit, can disturb our inner state. Setting healthy boundaries isn't selfish, it's essential for self-realization. It creates space for authentic spiritual growth. All right? These are very important things that we need to understand. In the still mind and the depths, in the still mind and the depths of meditation, the self reveals itself. The Bhagavad Gita. In the still mind and the depths of meditation, the self reveals itself. The ancestor said it. Man, know thyself. And when it said man, it was talking about mankind. Man, know thyself. And you will know who God is. Man and woman, know thyself, and you will know who God is. In the still of the mind, in the depths of meditation, the self reveals itself. You want to find yourself? Learn how to still your mind. Learn how to get deep into meditation. Quieting the mind reveals your true nature. Some of us don't know who we are. We never spent time with ourselves. Right? You never spend time with ourselves. It's a lot as human beings that we're missing in life. I done heard some stuff in this world that is so true, it's hard to even say it. It's hard to even say it. What do I mean by that? Who remembers the song by Wale, "Is it bad that I never made love? But I sure know how to," you know? How many people know how to do that over making love? What if some people never made love before? Something to think about. Some people will go their whole life and they never really made love. They had sex. These are just things in life that we're missing out on because of our mindset. You get your mind right, you can be with somebody you love, you can make love. You can do sex magic. You can take the magic to the next level. Sex is just a basic form of what we're supposed to be doing in the bedroom. We're supposed to be doing higher vibrational things. Just something to think about, family. Some of us are not creative enough. We don't create things enough. We're missing out on life. We're too focused on breaking our back, working hard, but we don't spend time to think. Think about something creative, right? Sometimes your creative things that you can do will bring you peace. Anybody on here who has a hobby, right? Anybody on here who has a hobby know I'm telling the truth. You could be having a bad day, and you can get in your hobby, right? Whatever you love, bowling, making purses, painting, drawing. You can get into your hobby and it'll bring you back down. You'll feel at peace. You'll feel happy again, right? Everybody on here need to find a hobby. Thank you, family. Everybody on here need to find a hobby. If you ain't got a hobby, go find one. Because sometimes we need something constructive to do to bring us peace. Netflix and chill and watching a movie every night and drinking a beer ain't gonna do it. What if your hobby, what if no hobby, just self-improvement as a hobby? Okay, maybe you want to work out, right? You could do self-improvement as a hobby. Some people's hobby is going to the gym, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe that'll lead you towards being like a health fitness coach. Nothing wrong with that. Some people's hobby is sitting in the room and putting herbs together and coming up with great creations. Some people's hobby is study, right? But remember, that hobby is going to lead you somewhere, right? That's a part of finding yourself. When you find a hobby, something you love to do, you're actually finding a part of yourself.